Aloha. Hello everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome to the RMTV Women's Podcast. This is episode 77. As you can see, we're in
Aloha.
As you see, we're in a very good mood considering it's 4:05 and we've been here for hours upon hours and hours and hours.
I can't remember the last time I was in my house.
It's a lie. It's an absolute lie.
It's not a lie.
Anyway, we have a kick-off question this week. It was a comment left on our Instagram post.
Make sure to follow us at RMTV Women's Podcast.
Link is in the description.
We're getting good at
Now,
that.
I'm really sorry, but this person's name's really long.
Give it to me. Emma Malay. Emma.
You.
I think it's a replication of her name.
3 times.
Yeah.
She asks, if you would have to choose between City, Arsenal, Chelsea, who would you be most happy for to win the league? No.
Arsenal. Because I like Leah Williamson and Jordan Nobbs. I like the players.
Solid shout.
Nice people, nice football. Meet them as a lovely girl.
I'm going to be honest, though. I do actually really like Chelsea's squad at the same time.
I do want to do it.
Ooh, why don't you? You haven't got a valid reason, have you? You just don't like Chelsea.
You know, you just get a feeling.
You just get a feeling in
I
your
got
stomach.
a feeling.
Got a feeling in your
that
stomach.
tonight's gonna be
Always
a
trust your
good
gut, guys.
night.
Always trust your gut. Shauna should have trusted the gut on Love Island, but she didn't.
She didn't.
She didn't.
And
she
now
got a
she's
heart
on a
broken.
flight home.
Now she's back in good old London town, but she'll have that Pretty Little Thing sponsor, so don't you worry.
Just touched down
Don't you
in
worry,
London
Shauna.
town.
Don't you
Where the
worry.
hell is the girl right now?
Okay, so football then. Because this is what this podcast is for, women's football.
If you want to see a non-football podcast, just let me know.
Just
Nope,
Amy on the
just me.
This weekend Liverpool faced, Monday evening, Liverpool faced Chelsea in the FA Cup. Round of 16?
I thought it was a quote.
Round of 16, the
Wow.
quarterfinals are next. Round of 16, we lost by 1 goal to 0, which is
Fuming.
absolutely fuming. It wasn't, I feel bad saying this, it wasn't a shock, but it also I thought we could, coming back off the Arsenal performance, I thought that we could
Take
maybe get a goal.
Make it go to penalties.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But it wasn't meant to be. We couldn't watch it because it wasn't streamed anywhere because, of course it wasn't. So we're going to do our best to dissect the game from what we know. But we've sort of got bigger fish to fry at the minute in terms of we really, really, really need to do well in the league.
Yeah.
And I feel like if as much as nice it would have been to have the FA Cup still there and to maybe get a little bit further than that, you've also got to turn your full attention to the league because we are in a relegation battle. We have got 9 really tough remaining fixtures to go. I think it's 9. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, obviously we need to turn our full attention to the league now, and I think the players and the manager probably think that too.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's probably a blessing and a curse. It's annoying because we went out of the same stage last year to City, and it's then you see Man City getting Ipswich Town, and you're
and they beat them 10-0 or something else.
It's one of them, isn't it? I'm not heartbroken about it. I think I definitely agree. We've got a bigger situation, a bigger picture to look at.
Yeah.
So I guess you can sort of focus your efforts onto the league, but then also the cup was a great chance for players that don't play week in, week out to get some game time, and I'm not really seeing where the likes of Amy Rodgers, Perfield are going to be able to get a game again. So obviously it depends on injury, but I'm not really that arsed.
It's one of them, isn't it? Like I said, it would have been nice to go through, but then also no one else. For me personally, I don't really care about it right now because I'm just league. We need to win games.
Don't get me wrong, if we'd have gone through, I'd have
we'd
been
been absolutely buzzing.
And a lot of people would be like, oh, you only don't like it now because you're not in it. Well, there's an element of that because we're not in it anymore. So we are fully focused on the league, so we're not bothered anymore.
Yeah. But obviously, if we were still in it, we'd be like, oh, we've got the FA Cup quarterfinals.
Yeah.
We would have got Everton as well if like the draw would have stayed the same. And home tie it would have been lovely. Wouldn't have had to gone wouldn't have had to gone very far for it. But yeah, what are you laughing at, Sam?
The way you were laughing at that, it was good.
Tell you what,
Excuse
though.
me.
Oh,
Go on.
tell you what, the goal that they scored was
That was
really
good.
darn good. Darn good.
Is it
From-
Wrighton?
Yeah,
Is that how you
Guru
say it?
Wrighton.
Yeah, Wrighton.
Yeah,
She-
really good. Lovely goal.
Is she the left back? Is she
No,
left wing?
She's a winger.
She's a winger. Is she? Who's their
Winger.
left back?
Hannah Blundell.
Oh yeah. She's just signed a new contract.
Oh, no, not her, the other one. Hannah Blundell's right back, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Hannah Blundell signed a new contract.
Yeah. Oh, Anderson. Johanna Anderson, there you go.
But this is one thing we said in the build-up video, which is out on Friday. Keep your eyes peeled for that. We just seem to be losing quite a lot this season by the 1 goal margin. It's always like a 2-1 or a
Yeah.
1-0. We've had a lot of 1-0s go against us this season, and it's like,
When are we going to get a
When-
break?
exactly, when are we gonna get the 1-0? Apart from Bristol, shout out. But like, we've got one
Or
of the
just batter the team.
or
Just
like a
score
5-0 or
5.
something. But like, we've got one of the best defences in the league, believe it or not. Like, it's a genuine
It's mad,
fact.
innit? It's factual.
It's fact, but we're second from bottom, and it's just like
Where's
when you
the
look,
correlation?
like when you look at our squad, the way we've played, the way we've performed so far this season, stuff like that, and then you see this like bottom of the table, like it just doesn't make sense. And you asked like that Arsenal's manager last week when he was asked about it, he was like, "That's a false representation of where this Liverpool team is." Every single person said that all season, but like
It's you can say that till the sun goes down, but
Exactly.
realistically, that's where we're at.
that's where we're at, and you just need to like get on with it, sort of type thing, onwards and upwards. You know what I mean? You just gotta go with the flow.
I know.
See what happens.
It's difficult to talk about this game, to be honest, because
We
You
couldn't
can't
watch
see
it. From what we heard from people like social media and like highlights that we've seen, it looked like a decent game, and we didn't just let Chelsea roll over and play. When we faced
for
them.
one, it was 1-0. Like Birmingham when they West Ham, when they faced Chelsea, got beat 8-0,
8-0, yeah.
and West Ham are higher in the table than us. So
Yeah. Looking at like scorelines then, and like we obviously said like Man City played Ipswich and beat them 10-0. Like, I hate seeing scorelines like that. Like,
not right, is it?
as much as you'd love to be a Man City fan, you think, oh yeah, we beat Ipswich 10-0. You've also got to look at it and think, well, it's not really a game of footy, is it? It's just one team the whole time.
battering the other
Just
team.
battering
yeah.
the other team. Like, Ipswich didn't even have a sniff of anything, do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
well, it's not a game of football if it's just one-sided every single time.
Yeah.
And it shows the difference in the leagues as well, like where certain teams are at. Like obviously City, Chelsea, Arsenal, all at the very top tier, like have the best facilities, the best training programs and stuff like that. And then teams in the lower stages such as Ipswich don't. And it's like, you've got to find a balance
At least
somewhere.
it's highlighting that as an issue now, though. Like,
Well,
someone
yeah,
will
exactly.
see that and be like, well, why are they so far down?
Yeah.
Or the FL will see, that's not really that. It's not right, is it?
No.
Like, it's called the Magic Cup, the FA Cup for a reason, but it's only ever in women's football the big teams that win
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Only ever.
It's true because the last few seasons the winners have been City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and them three teams are still at the very top in both the league and those competitions. And you think to yourself,
Fair play to West Ham for getting there last season. though.
yeah, exactly. But like, you need someone else to win it now. You need someone to like sort of break the mold type of thing. But like, you just don't know when it's gonna come because you don't know where as the lower teams get better, so will the bigger teams. They get even better. So like, when you think you're catching up,
You're always playing catch up.
exactly, you're
Yeah.
literally always playing catch up. And realistically, if you think about it, like women's football's like 65 years behind because obviously the ban and all stuff like that. There's 65 years there to make up, which is not just going to happen overnight. And I think a lot of people expect it to happen, but it's not going to. It's just the way it is.
Just the way the cookie crumbles.
It is. But yes, sorry we couldn't give you any more knowledge on the Chelsea match. It's just we just couldn't watch it, so we've got no thoughts or opinions on it whatsoever.
Just the
Keep
way
laughing
it is.
at me, Tom. Why'd you keep laughing at me?
Well, I laughed at that
You're like,
sentence,
you're agreeing? Yeah. All right. Big love. Big love. News then. News. So Phil Neville has finally
Oh my god. He must have watched our
Confetti,
podcast last week.
fire,
Oh, not again. We're not doing that again.
klaxons.
Fire on the arm! No.
Phil Neville has finally released his She Believes squad. After what feels like years of waiting for it. There's been a couple of changes.
Right. When it first came out, I was there like,
We've waited for this, Phil. This.
I was like, I'm totally for giving like young girls a chance. I think the likes of Chloe Kelly, Roebuck,
They deserve
Hemp,
it.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's nice that he has done it. Like, I know this competition doesn't really. He's given the youth a chance, and I think he's going to test it out, see how it goes, and then he'll reassess when it comes to the Olympics. Because I doubt we'll see the likes of Grace Fisk, Sandy
No.
McIver, maybe not even Chloe Kelly at the Olympics, to be brutally honest. Although I think she probably deserves to be there. I think there's other players in the team, and when you think about the other nations that you have to put into the loop as well, I don't think she's going to be at the top of the pile.
No.
But I mean, it's interesting. I think it's nice to see that he has put in loads of youth players, and I think it's good. But I'm also just like, I'm not blown away by it.
Well, there's also Hannah Hampton and Alessia Russo are travelling with the squad, but they're not in the players. They're not going to play. They're not named in the playing squad, but they're going to travel with them, sort of like training type thing, just to get them like immersed into the camps.
A lot of it's got to do with the fact that a lot of players are injured.
Yeah, well, the players who have missed out. So the 5 players who have come in are Grace Fisk, Lauren Hemp, Chloe Kelly, Sandy McIver, and Ellie Roebuck, and then obviously
Is it
Hannah
McIver
Hampton.
or McIver?
I don't know.
I think it's McIver. I remember Sarah telling us that.
McIver.
Sandy McIver, yeah. Because
Okay.
I would say McIver, and then she was like, no, you
Yeah.
say it like this.
So them 5 have come in, and then players have missed out as Beth Mead, this due to injury. Obviously, she got injured during our game last week. Jodie Taylor. I'm putting that down to the fact that she literally hasn't played a game of football since October.
Rachel Daly's in it, though.
Well, like, that's exactly the point that I've seen on Twitter before. And I think the only thing with Rachel Daly is she's just so versatile. Like, you can put it in a right back if you need it to be.
Yeah.
She plays right wing if you need, right midfield if you need to. She can play on the left if you need to. She probably plays in goal if you need to. Do you know what I mean? So that's the reason I'm putting Jodie Taylor, just hasn't played for ages. Mary Earps, he said that he could only take one out of because he wanted to bring like youth in. He could only take like one full like first team goalkeeper, and he's obviously picked Carly Telford.
Ellie Roebuck.
Yeah, so like, but she's like just on the cusp still, isn't she?
She played week in, week out for City.
Yeah, but like if Karen Bardsey was fit, she wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of thing. So Mary Earps and Karen Bardsey miss out, and then obviously Frank Kirby's got that issue at the minute, so she's obviously missed out too. So, I mean, it's still looking at the squad.
It's a good squad.
It's a good squad. You've got both experienced and inexperienced players. I think that's the thing with the She Believes Cup. It's not like, it's obviously a trophy at the end of the day, but like, it's not a major tournament. Do you know what I mean? There's only 4 teams in it, so you can experiment.
Yeah.
And like you said, half of them aren't going to go to the Olympics anyway, so you might as well do it now.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? I seen a few comments asking about Gemma Bonner and what she has to do.
She really should be going, shouldn't
Because
she?
she should, but she's always been that one person who just misses out, and then a player will get injured
And she'll go.
then.
Bit like Mel Lawley.
Bit like Mel Lawley, yeah. They're just like sort of in the reserves type thing, and then if a player gets injured, one of them flies out. But then you've also got to look at it as like as a time being and gone, because she's not old obviously, but I literally don't see what more she can do. She played for Liverpool, top of our game.
Captain, yeah.
She's now playing for City, top of their game. She's playing week in, week out for them, pretty much. She scored some crucial goals for them in the last couple of weeks. but like
I don't
she
know
just
what it is. I really don't, because you would have thought that's a perfect opportunity to take her.
yeah.
Like, she's probably not in the running for the Olympics again, like as we said for a few of them, but I'd like to have known Phil's thought process going into that, and whether what the deciding factor was.
Yeah, because Gemma Bonner's like a solid defender, do you know what I mean? And you think like if he likes the Steph Houghton and Gemma Bonner's partnership obviously works well at City, so it's obviously going to work well on an England basis as well.
Well, you'd probably always put Millie Bright ahead.
But exactly,
but
you've
it
got
works, yeah.
you've got a centre back in Millie Bright who's first choice for Chelsea every week. So then you're not going to turn around and go to Millie Bright, oh no, sorry, you're not playing now. So it's like obviously that's like a headache for him, but
Yeah,
I still think she'd be a good asset
100%.
to England
yeah.
right now. But if she's not getting in this squad, then she's not getting
No.
in
Nowhere near.
any of the other squads.
Unless
really,
someone
is she?
gets seriously injured, or a
Yeah.
few people get injured in that position.
Yeah. But I've seen a lot of people just not, like you were, not overwhelmed with it.
I'm just a bit like,
Yeah.
whatever.
But I don't know. I think Chloe Kelly deserves the call up.
100%.
She's been phenomenal this season. And I think the last time out, when she wasn't picked for England, there was proper fume from everyone.
Was it? I don't remember that, but
There was a fume from a few people. So, like, you know, she deserves to go. And then obviously he just wants that mixture of... It's just a good opportunity for him to see players like Lauren Hemp and Grace Fisk and see what they're about.
100%. Yeah.
And Grace Fisk has played for England at every level. And she's been captain as well. So it's not like she's just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, she genuinely has been.
She knows how it all works.
Exactly. So, like, fair play. I thought this squad would be a good example of as to who would go the Olympics as well. But you're looking at that and you're thinking, I haven't got a jar of glue who's going here.
Honestly, not a clue. He's got a job there.
He has got a job. 'Cause
Everyone on social media is like, I'm trying to predict. Like, I'm going to write out my prediction. I'm like, I just would not know where to start.
I literally wouldn't know where to start because he's obviously got to pick between Scotland and Wales and everything like that. It's just...
No.
I wouldn't like to be in Phil's shoes right now. He can have that one on his own.
We saw him the other week.
We see
He
him.
held the door open for me while I walked through with my cup of tea.
Did you say thank you?
I said, thanks, love.
Ta, hon.
Ta, my...
Gotta pick with him on the sly. Didn't actually ask him for one. Gotta be
It's on our Twitter, so go and
you've
look
got to
at
be
that.
professional
I
in
don't think
those
I was-
surroundings.
I wasn't in it, was I?
No. I'll put it here.
Oh, God, another thing to do.
Write that down, Tom. It's not a very full agenda today, is it?
It's really not
much
much has gone down.
Which is annoying because I always like it when there's a juicy bit of news and we can have a big debate about it. But like we're both just agreeing to disagree on everything now, so it's what it is.
It's what it is.
England women. Do you want to explain this one because I feel like you know a little bit more about it than I do.
They haven't really given that much detail. They've just...
Oh.
So it was in the press conference, I believe, that he said the one not... Monday? Yesterday. Yeah, so they've said that England women now, because that new coach came in from the US.
Dawn Scott.
That's her. And apparently she's put things into place already and has made a massive difference. But I'm like,
Yeah.
they've not had a camp yet, so how's that made it? But
Well, she was the obviously USA's whatever her job is, fitness coach or that palaver.
I don't know.
Health and nutrition.
Jeez.
But throughout the World Cup, all their plans were tailored to their menstrual cycle. So
Yeah.
like what they ate, when they were like when they did training, what type of training
Yeah.
they did, and obviously they went on to win the World Cup. So
I think it's...
she believes 2020's ours, guys.
I know. The thing is, though, like, football is sometimes a game of fine margins. And if a simple thing like that might not only reduce the risk of injury, but it might also just make them better on certain days, make them train harder on one day comparison to the other, tailor the session so they're more conditioned, like, close to the game,
And
things like
yeah,
this.
and it might be a case of also like knowing when to rest the players. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm not going to play such and such tomorrow in that game because she's feeling a bit tired due to this reasoning.
Yeah, it's annoying because the menstrual cycle and being a girl is something you obviously
Being a
can't
woman
help.
is so hard.
But what's really good is Josh, one of the writers we have,
Yes.
wrote a really, really, really good piece on it, and it was sort of explaining more in detail why it's potentially an issue who's taking it up, because I know an article went out last week about Chelsea being the
have done
first
it, yeah.
WSL
Bristol
team.
have done it as well now.
They've not done it.
Well,
They're partaking in
implementing
testing.
like,
They're taking part in some sort of testing, but the article explains it a lot better. So defo, we'll leave the link down below to go and read that one, as long as there's loads of other articles that go out there as well.
Yeah.
But as I said, I just think there's no one way of preventing an injury.
No.
You cannot prevent it 100%, but if you can prevent it enough to a point to say, I've put my athletes out there in the best possible physical condition with all the parameters surrounding it.
Yeah.
I've done all I can. If they get injured now, that is solemnly either a contact injury, so someone else is coming, or is it just a freak accident and you can't do anything more?
That's what I was meaning by, like, they'll know when a player is not 100%.
Yeah.
So they'll know not to play them in that game to reduce the risk of injury or, you know, whatever.
There's always going to be a certain risk.
Yeah.
If you play on your period or you play off your period, there's a risk either way. It's just there's physical evidence to say that there is a potential reason why you might be more at risk or more susceptible to sustain an injury when you're on it. So as long as players are aware of it and the team's doing as much as they can surrounding it, I don't see it's not an issue. I don't see it as anything.
It's not an issue.
It's not anything but that. I just think it's nice that they're taking an interest in that sort of view, and they've highlighted that women tend to get more knee injuries and what God knows what than men sometimes.
Yeah. Very true.
But
Very true.
ho, well done, guys. Proud of you.
Well done. Pat on the back. Women's FA Cup then, the draw was made on Monday evening after our match against Chelsea. So the following fixtures include Crystal Palace or Brighton versus Birmingham, Everton versus Chelsea, Arsenal or lose versus Tottenham, which would be tasty if it was Arsenal-Tottenham.
Woo!
And then Leicester or Reading v Man City.
Buzzing for the Everton-Chelsea. We're going to go see Sam Kerr.
We're gonna go dance just so we can see Sam Kerr. Literally. Because obviously she didn't play for them when we played them at home, and then obviously
we couldn't get down.
So
we're going to go see her.
And then we played them away again at the end of the season, so...
We should go to that game.
Yeah, I think it's the final game, innit?
I think we should go to that game.
I think it's like the 5th of May or something like that.
Let's go.
We're going.
You heard it here first, folks.
But yeah, Everton are opening up new Walton Hall Park on Sunday. It's the first match.
I know, we were going to go.
Man United at home. 12:30 kick-off it is. So if you want to go and watch it, I mean...
Feel free. Don't support the F.
Don't support the F, though. No,
Don't support United. Be neutral.
Just go and enjoy a game of footy.
Yeah. Well,
That's it. That's everything. Anything else to say? Anything else you want to broadcast to the world? No? Tom? No? Me?
Lauren?
No. Well,
we're all very, we've all got everything off our chest we need.
We're just quite content at where we are at the moment.
I know, I'm just slowly cruising along.
I'm in second.
I'm in second gear.
Gear.
I was in second gear this morning. I've gone down to first gear now because I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I'm running on 4 hours sleep, so Gucci gang. Love that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hello to anyone who's listening on Acast.
Why do you always say that?
Because I feel sorry for them because we never acknowledge it.
Hi everyone.
Who's
listening on YouTube. Woohoo!
Hello to all our Acast people.
Hi everyone who's come to us via Facebook or Twitter. Can I get a what? Thank you.
In the comments below, what?
Thank you for joining us from Instagram.
I only say Acast because when I listen to the podcast, I never watch. So
okay.
So here I am doing.
Thanks for sharing.
Here I am doing a podcast that is mainly on YouTube. So I just want to make sure that the people who actually just listen feel yous.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We've got up a few subscribers recently.
We have. Thank you, Rachel Furness video.
Rachel Furness absolutely killing the game. Love you. build up will be out on Fridays. Keep your eyes peeled for that, and then we'll obviously have all post-match content coming at you on Sunday too. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all very soon with a new podcast. Ta-ra.
Bye.